total attack against kids. The whole movie. Everything that kids love was being used against them.
I'm Lucy, and this is episode 6 of Waffling About Topics That I Really Like. Today I'm going to be talking about Batman Returns again, but I want to discuss the more controversial side of it, which I did mention a little bit in my last video, and why a lot of people didn't like it when it was first released. When Tim Burton's Batman Returns hit cinemas in 1992, it created a stir among critics and the audiences. It served as a sequel to Burton's really successful 1989 film Batman, which I did talk about in my last video. So people had really high expectations for this film. However, its dark and unconventional portrayal of Gotham City, coupled with its controversial character interpretations and unexpected plot twists, sparked significant controversy upon its release. People complained a lot about excessive violence, sexual undertones, and its alleged political messaging. The first thing I want to talk about is its excessive violence. So the level of violence that was portrayed in Batman Returns really did upset a lot of people. Burton didn't shy away from showcasing brutal fights and intense action sequences throughout the film. And critics argued that such graphic content was inappropriate for a superhero film that was primarily targeted at younger audiences. They even came out with McDonald's toys to promote the film, even though it was a 13+, when Happy Meals are obviously going to be bought by kids, so they indirectly promoted it for children. This promotion just encouraged younger people to go out and watch the film, which a lot of people weren't happy with, as it just had too many mature themes for young kids. The inclusion of sexuality and sensuality in Batman Returns further fueled disputes about the overall appropriateness of the film. Michelle Pfeiffer's portrayal of Catwoman pushed boundaries by embracing her character's seductive nature fully, which was great if it was for an adult audience, but just children didn't need to be exposed to this side of the Batman universe. Her tight-fitting costume accentuated her figure, leading many to question whether this was suitable material for a superhero franchise like Batman, which had previously been aimed at children. There was also a lot of subtle innuendos and flirtatious interactions between characters. One of the most popular controversies surrounding Batman Returns was its alleged political messaging, as politics was a really big theme in this film. Some critics and viewers interpreted the film as a critique of capitalism and consumerism, primarily due to Max Schreck's character, played by Christopher Walken, who aimed to represent corporate greed and manipulation. The movie's Christmas setting also drew attention, with some suggesting that it served as a commentary on the capitalism during the holiday season. Whilst many fans embraced Tim Burton's unique vision for Batman Returns, others just felt that it strayed too far away from traditional comic book storytelling. But the critics' reviews were equally divided, with a lot of people applauding Tim Burton's take on Batman and his overall creativity, whilst others hated the film for being too dark and just going too far from Batman's core values. The controversy surrounding Batman Returns upon its release in 1992 came from a couple of different factors. Its difference from traditional superhero storytelling, excessive violence and sexual undertones, and its potential political messages. Despite this initial backlash, over time the film has gained recognition, and it is now more of a fan favourite. It dared to explore these darker themes and unconventional narratives within the genre. Whether you see it as a more artistic approach or an inappropriate approach really just depends on your personal taste and interpretation. Let me know what your opinions are on this controversy in the comments below, because I am really interested to hear what everyone else has to say.